Okay. Looks like Cassidon is going to be the first ban. Cassidon has good escape, and he has good chase, good escape. He has a silence, he has a slow. He's not quite as powerful as he used to be, but we haven't figured out yet if he's still worth the ban or not, so we're banning him just to be safe. Zyra, amazing zoning ability, a lot of AP damage. This is game 2 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion number 65 finals. It's going to be Paizo and Child Support versus Enema. Paizo and Child Support is up 1-0. Sifu Calvin really wants to play Cassidon. But, no. No. It's not going to be okay. Let's see who the next ban is going to be. Cassidon. Guys, pick stuff. Teemo. Good map control, blind, lots of magic damage. The longer he's alive, the more mushrooms appear on the map, the more likely you are to get blinded from behind or have something be back-capped. You can stop that by banning him, because it's easier to ban than kill him, usually. I'm just waiting on these guys to ban things. Oh, that was their last ban. Oops. Well, I guess Sifu Calvin has to leave the game. I don't know why he would ban himself, though. That's a little awkward. Wukong! I can't read PMs during the thing. It makes me have to do this. Okay. And then Wukong. Wukong, armor reduction, AoE airborne, durable character. He usually manages to engage in that same way. Go in, armor, pop the armor reduction, pop the airborne, and then, ta-da, things happen. There we go. 6 more bans. We do 10 bans in this format. These are 4 there in the in the game lobby. We do 6 more here in the champion select screen. Adore Vita V's. I have not bought that mic yet, but I will. The chat bans were Teemo, Cassidon, Wukong, something. Kale be the next ban. Kale is banned because Kale turns into an AD carry that can't hold team at once. Brutal. And Zyra was the other ban. Evelynn, another ban. Evelynn puts the bottom laner in a constant state of worry. Shows a lot of magic damage, she's fast. Jace. He does well at range or in melee. So you can't really kite him because he'll just shoot you. If you fight him 1v1, he can disengage with the hammer and run away. It's very difficult to deal with him. He can do a lot of damage. He can blat 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 if you build him with crit. Painkiller plays Evelynn and Elise. That's probably why we're seeing this Elise ban and that Evelynn ban. Elise has a stun, does a lot of damage. I want to see Kha'Zix get through. That'd be pretty cool. Cool, let's leave Lulu unbanned now. There you go. Nidalee and Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix does enough damage, he either forces someone out of the fight or kills them. He's also kind of difficult to catch in the jungle and kill because of his leap and his stealth. And Nidalee has traps on the map, similar to Teemo. She has kind of the same problem. She does a lot of damage, she gives vision. Maokai, extremely durable, has good crowd control. He's a great character. He's slow, but you put him with some people that need to stand and deliver, Maokai will help keep him alive. I thought I minimized the thing. I'll get to that later. Here we go. Stop blinking at me. Ah, that's not right either. The bracket. Like, the bracket for no reason. Let's see who the next two picks are going to be. Uh-oh. Pantheon Annie. I like this thing where you take the first letter of a champion's name and you add it to Annie to make the combo. Panny? Or the first syllable, maybe? Timekeeper lol. I have all the blockers you could ever ask for. Somewhere Zamike is trying to click Lulu, and he can't, and he's very sad. Looks like there's going to take J4. Panzer's J4! Alright, this is what we're talking about here. And you just broke my computer. Yeah, Namkim, that's the funniest part about the whole thing. J4 and Cassiopeia. I'm liking this now. Panzer's is a great J4. No Lulu pick. I don't think anyone here plays Lulu, actually. So we actually might not see her pick at all. Actually, I think MMKH plays Lulu. Will MMKH take Lulu? We will see. Cassiopeia's very good at zoning, has high sustained damage. Jarvan's just a great fighter. It'll take me too long to tell you all the things that are good about him, but I'm going to do it anyway. He spawns terrain. He has an AoE airborne. He has an AoE slow. He gives his team buffs. He's great. What? If MKH goes Criddle Sticks, I will be Galio. Hey, he plays Malphite. No, he's gonna just make me talk a lot. Okay. We're probably going to see Sifu Talon. Talon has a silence. He just comes out of nowhere and kills people. He has a slow. A lot of good things about him. The distance that he can cover between his ultimate and his silence is such a long range. Yes, unfortunately I do. Sparrow's luck. Thanks for watching the stream. I should be talking as much as I am, actually, but we didn't have a co-commentator, so my voice is kind of, it's kind of wearing out on me today. So, I'm sorry about the slowdown in quality of commentary. Gragas. Gragas has a lot of AoE damage. He's a sustainable bottom lane character. Usually see MKH play him down there. We're seeing, oh, what's Brand? Okay. Branded Cassiopeia. The Brassiopia? Yeah. So they're going to run Brassiopia with J4. Hey, Generic's buying everyone Chipotle. I want to go. Let's all go. And then Syndra is being highlighted. I know better than to claim it's being picked. J4. See, I never want to start talking about a champion because sometimes they just like change it at the last second. Syndra. So I have to wait till they lock in to really start commenting on anything. Brand is great because he has a lot of zoning ability with his spells, does a lot of damage. Vayne's true damage doesn't care how tanky you build, she'll just kill you. And it looks like it is going to be Syndra. Syndra is a stun. She can hang back pretty safe to deliver her damage. She can throw Elise's spiderlings. She can throw tippers. She can throw a lot of things. Yeah, Lulu not banned or picked. That's interesting. Moloko dude, it's all bans and downvotes day, man. I'm scared. Well, see, M and Cage can play it, but I guess, I don't know. Here's something I'm seeing about Cheese Enema. Where's the AoE? Pantheon has a little bit. Talon has a little bit. Syndra has a little bit. But for the most part, I think they're going to be trying to kill a person at a time. And that person is probably going to be Buddha Rice or Moonberry. They do have Annie, and Annie does bring a lot of AoE to the table. But, I mean, after that, all they have is Rake and Heartseeker Strike. Heartseeker Strike's interruptible, and it's easy to walk out of if you walk perpendicular to it. And yeah, Evo's this weekend. So, if anyone likes fighting games after this is over, if they're still going on, check some of that out. Or tomorrow, Championship Sunday, you know. I've been watching a lot of Marvel, and I've been watching a lot of Melee. Marvel and Melee have been cool. In before 4 pauses, and I don't get to eat these potatoes that just got made. Yeah, I checked out a lot of MK9, and but I mean that was only on the first day, which made me kind of sad. And a lot of Marvel, a lot of Melee. Was watching some King of Fighters earlier. Evo is super hype. I wish that we can be that hype someday. I didn't make a Molokoko. I didn't. You know, funny story about that Molokoko is that I was going to get some yesterday, but instead I took that Arby's money and I got Sleeping Dogs and a bunch of other games on Steam. But I was going to get like 4 sandwiches and have some today. Sorry, man. Just be a couple moments here until we get into this game. This could be game 2 of the finals of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 65. My voice is a little beat up, so I'm sorry about that. Onyx Flame, this is game 2. Game 2. Oh yeah, the stream delay, that's right. Man, I feel dumb now. Yeah, sometimes when I cast Dominion, like a fighting game commentator. But see, there's the thing about fighting game commentators. The fighting game commentators, they commentate those games to an audience that already knows all the game mechanics. And they don't have to call out all the abilities and things that are getting used, because the people that are watching are more players, usually. There's not a lot of people that are pure spectator that I know of. And because of that, they can skip over a lot of things, whereas me casting Dominion, or, well, anyone casting Dominion, or Summoner's Rift, League of Legends, any of that stuff, you know, we're casting to such a wide audience, and there's so many characters that we have to talk about what they do, and how they function, and things like that. So if I was going to commentate a fighting game, I would go into it just being able to commentate the gameplay itself and not have to explain anything, really. I can just be hype and play it up. Whereas in MOBA games and RTS games, some of the nuances of it, you know, have to be explained because there's a lot more people that are spectators for that. if that makes any sense, at least to my knowledge anyway. That's the way it was explained to me the last time that I asked about why the commentary is so different between the two, which is why Summoner's Rift commentators, the high level ones that cast like MLGs and stuff like that, I mean, they'll call it ability names and things and expect the audience to know about them, which is why I have such a problem watching Summoner's Rift. It's hard for me to find a commentator that actually explains what's going on because I don't regularly play Summoner's Rift, so I don't know how all the weird nuances of it work and things. So that's my bit on casting. There's a lot of different ways to cast, and they're all good in different places and situations. This is going to be Game 2 of the finals. I said that already. It's going to be Paizo and Child Support versus Enema. Paizo and Child Support is currently up 1-0 in this series. Paizo and Child Support consisting of Painkiller playing as Brand, Carnival playing as Maokai, Panthers playing as J4, Buddha Rice playing as Vayne, Sailor Moonberry playing as Cassiopeia, and on Cheese Enema's side, we're going to see Sifu Calvin playing as Talon, Krog playing as Pantheon, Lurch playing as Annie, MKH playing as Gragas, and Corval playing as Syndra. I am one out of one of your casters. I am Gandair, and this is Game 2. We saw a lot of pauses and things the first game that kind of drew it on for a little while. And so hopefully everyone's connection errors and things are fixed going into this one. Just hanging out waiting for the loading screen to finish. Corval doing some cool stuff with that Vulcan icon. Yeah, Sparrow's Luck has it right in the chat there. You just have to have game knowledge because I mean you can know a lot about the game and its tactics, but not have the actual mechanics control to play at a high level. But you can have the understanding of someone who plays at a high level. They have cheat sheets with the skill names. I've seen that. I've seen commentators that have those. And you know what? When I don't know a skill name, I do this. I don't try to be like something I don't know. I don't try to pretend I don't know. You'll see that I don't know. I'll be like, and Cassiopeia is miasma, zoning really hard. Do some of that stuff. Because I think it's easier to learn by actually like looking at the ability and associating those with the name rather than just looking at the text itself. If that makes any sense. Helps build an association better when you actually see the effect of something and the visual rather than just seeing words on a piece of paper. That's just me. Everyone learns differently though. This cast brought to you by Opinions. J4 dashing off the start, getting a little bit of a head start on... Why? Why? Guys, what's going on today? Is this just not meant to be? Have we transcended into a different reality where a game cannot be cast because sepia tone is... What's going on here? Welcome to League of Pauses. Players in this event have been having a little bit of connection issues, starting from Game 1. I thought they'd have it fixed between Game 2, but they don't. But we want to give them a fair shot to get their wins in, so that's why we're playing in tournament drafts. We have these pauses available. That way they can resolve any connection errors, so the game can be as fair as possible. We want to make sure that people don't win or lose just based off of a player disconnecting or something like that. So, pauses happen, man, but you know, if you lost to a disconnect or hiccup in your internet, I mean, you'd be angry and talk on the forums about it. There'd be a post on the League of Legends forums that'd get moved into the Dominion forums and stuff like that. But we want to make sure everyone's got their shot correctly, at least to the best of our ability. We should have a land, guys. Oh, wait. Darn. There was a Gazgul Thraka on this table. It's just chilling out. He wants my potatoes. But that's not his movement phase. We're just waiting for the players to get things sorted out and jump back into the game. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Starting it back up. Synchronizing back to live. Did it work? Okay, there we go. Both teams heading off to the top part of the map. Ooh, they're gonna cut in from behind. There go from the come from behind attack. Painkiller taking a lot of damage up front. Annie with the stun. Painkiller going to go down. Sifu exhausted. J4 dashes up to catch up to the fight. He's able to arrive sooner than Pantheon is. Moonberry taking a lot of damage as well. 2v2 now on the point. Lurch with the Molten Shield up, chipping away at people. Making sure to use that auto attack. Trying to get Panzers down as quickly as possible. Crowd needs one hit. Gets him. Carnival now stunned, taking a lot of damage as well. Cheesing him off to a pausing start. This game. Hello, Gnome Saiyan. Welcome to the pause. I'm glad you could join us here in Sepia Tone Land. We're having a great time. Guys, Gnome Saiyan is the player manager for Team Vulcan. I encourage all of you to go out and buy a Vulcan icon with some RP. Support the teams that are friendly to us. We can't talk about EG now that Vulcan's now that Gnome's here. She'll get mad. Get that little bird emblem, V-shape feather thing. I actually don't know what it is. Alright, going back to gameplay here. Carnival's getting low on health. Crowd could die at any moment. He's trying to buy time to wait out that potion. Healing him. Pick up that health relic as well. Wants to come down and finish up Carnival with the spear shot. No, Gragas actually is going to take the kill there. Stun on Painkiller. More spear shot damage. Body slam on him as well. MK getting a little bit away from the team. Getting isolated. Isolation is bad for Gragas. Gragas might go down here. Is he? Ooh, maybe. Dodges the Seer. MK should be able to get away by retreating over to the refinery and recalling. Sifu picks up the kill on Cassiopeia. Krowog lived for a very long time, dies, pops the revive immediately, is on his way back to the fight. Lurch is doing what he can to try and kill Panzers, but does not have a lot of mana. Needs that relic. Needs that relic. Lurch, can he get to it in time? Yes. Now he's going to be able to kill Panzers just fine if he can connect with them. Nope. Wait, yep. That was Annie that got the KB. Sifu Calvin in from the back with a rake to help out as well. Krog stun on Carnival. Sifu's going to be able to begin the cap. And there's the sapling. You can't rake the sapling, Sifu. It doesn't work that way. Okay. And while you were out, MMKH did this. He has controlled the thing. Battle over the point. Looks like they're going to have a couple people zone while a couple other people capture. MKH low on health. Crowd's just a spear shot. Just going to try and slow them down a little bit. See, metal blades don't kill the sapling because they go over the top of the sapling. They don't actually reach down far enough to hit it. Corval and Vayne, bottom lane. Uh-oh, Sifu coming around from the back. You see that? The stealth in. Jumps up with the silence. Cinder picks up the kill. Great gank by Sifu Calvin Talon. Painkiller comes down here to take over for a moment. Annie picks up the Storm Shield in the middle of the map for her team. So Moonbear is going to pick up the Storm Shield for his team. Annie has the one on the other side. Storm Shield ticking down. Annie not making use of it yet. But she doesn't really have an opportunity to. Grog's the top's trying to take care of these minions. MKH, it's not quite the bottom lane, but he's a little confused. It's okay. Carnival and Panzer's in the middle of the map. Lurch has discovered them. Sifu's discovered them. Twisted advance onto Lurch. Lurch is going to be able to back away. Sifu throws the rake. A little bit of damage. A little bit of damage just fine. Free damage. It's good. Cassiopeia heading up to the top. Wants to get rid of this minion wave. Wants to get all of the money. Look at her just raking it in. And another gank by Sifu Calvin in the bottom, taking down Vayne. Vayne with the revive is going to get back very soon. Fight up at the top. Carnival taking some damage off the point. Vengeful Maelstrom comes down. Brand picks up the KB. MKH, Explosive Cask, knocks Carnival back away towards him at the tower. Lurch boxed in by the Cataclysm is going to be killed by Cassiopeia. Panzer's your health was 66. MKH being defeated. And there's no one to defend that point, but they are going to pick up another kill on Vayne and take control of the bottom point, still leaving them at that many.
Captured the quarry. Blue team has captured the windmill.
Brand's going to stay around to defend the top point. Syndra over there, poking her head out, trying to keep J4 away. Is going to be able to do it for a little while. Now, ooh, the Condemn not quite connecting, unfortunately. Wanted that pin on the wall. Buddha Rice could have capitalized on that. Painkiller standing in the Maelstrom with Carnival. That Maelstrom really keeping Painkiller alive up there. Wow, he's survived a lot of damage because of that. And Painkiller's going to be able to escape the fight. MKH wants him dead and gets him shut down. But MKH is now off the point and trapped between, well, MKH really doesn't have anywhere to go except to retreat through to the refinery and hopefully kite people away. Cassiopeia breaks off. They only need to dedicate J4 to zoning him out. They bring the other two people up top. Snare on Krog. Minions helping out, doing a bunch of damage to Carnival there. Krog being chased away. Poison's enough to kill him. MKH dies. No, not dies. He doesn't get killed. I thought he was going to get killed by Panzer's there for sure, but no, he did manage to get away with that dash. Gragas moving around the middle of the map. Looking for people to team up with. Talon again with a gank on the bottom on Buddha Rice. Takes him down. Trying to take the point. Painkiller. Ooh, stun Painkiller. Sifu Calvin decides not to go for it though. Instead he's going to hang back, help capture the point, and cheese Enema. Been in control of that bottom point for most of the game, using that to their advantage to chip it down. Panzers has to recall again, 36 health this time. Managed to make it away. Moonberry takes down Annie. Moonberry finally dies, unfortunately. Carnival has to retreat back to that top point to try and delay MKH. He needs that health relic though. MKH dangerously close. Oh, MKH health relic denial! Carnival going to get taken out, perhaps. Yes, with the body slam. Sifu now is going to begin capturing the tower to try and turn it back around. Bottom point has still been in control by Cheese Enema for most of the game.
Shut down.
And Painkiller, good bounces on the Pyroclasm. Sifu, are you going to be okay? That Blaze? No. Just barely. We need to survive one more tick, and we'd have been able to get out just fine. And Cheese Enema is going to take the top point. Moonberry getting the damage in on MKH with the assist from Panzers. Brand got an assist on that somehow. Krog diving in onto that point. Wants to get that defender's advantage. Wants to disrupt that. Oh, stun canceled. Did not get to deliver that. Moonberry shut him down before it could land. Cataclysm boxes Lurchin, sweeping them off the point. Talon heading up top. Or is he going to head down for Vayne? Yes. Sifu once again. They've been putting a lot of pressure on Vayne for this entire game. And they know that now. See Painkiller down here now to help out. Corval with the stun on Buddha Rice. And Buddha Rice taking a lot of damage from Painkiller is going to die. Calvin exhausted. Painkiller is trying to retreat back to the tower as fast as he can. But this is just one combo away from Sifu being able to destroy him. Ooh, looked for the Seer. Sifu knew better though. Sifu would have gotten greedy. He could have been punished really hard for that. At the top, MKH, Gragas, and Carnival having a disagreement. Panzer's there as well. Annie coming in from the back. MKH wants to group with his team and is going to be able to do so. Maokai recalling. Maokai full health and mana. Looks like he's confident his team is going to be able to take care of things. Moonberry taking a lot of damage as well. Good Pyroclasm taking down Annie, almost killing Krog as well. MKH now taking damage. trying to get away from the entire enemy team, kiting them away from the top point. Two people determined to get rid of MKH. Talon wants that windmill for free. Maokai knows he needs to stop him from doing that. Broke off early. Throws down the sapling. Carnival does not have a garrison available, unfortunately. He's going to have to pop that. Yes! Oh, so close! Using that Vengeful Maelstrom in order to pick up the last few kills on the minions that he needed in order to defend the tower. Otherwise, it would have been lost. Using that R as a range attack is very important. Pantheon coming down. Oh, Buddha Rice tumbles right into it. Unfortunately, stun on Buddha Rice to top that off. Great gank by Kraug. That was extraordinarily unfortunate for Vayne. Carnival tries to come down to stop this, but is only able to get it neutral. Carnival may be able to chase them away. Could even pick up the kill on Kraug. Panzer's chasing down Corval. Knocked back by Syndra. Cataclysm boxes Corval in. Panzers takes Corval out. And that's going to put them in a position where they can... Nope, Pantheon will be able to defend the bottom point. Has the revive. Uses that to get down there in time. Top point has become neutral. Jeez, Enema very scrappy all game long. Kraug taking damage against Carnival and Panzers. Probably not going to make it out, though. Trying his best to delay them for as long as he can. Syndra has arrived once again. He just wanted to drag that fight out so he could buy time for Syndra to get back to the bottom point. Cassiopeia over by the speed shrine. MKH at the top. Taking damage. Being chipped down by Vayne. They're going to turn the point around again. This has been a very, very back and forth windmill. Well, this is awkward. They both walk out at the same time! Cassiopeia, with the stun, should be able to take Sifu down. He has to run back through the AoE and dies in the process. That was awkward. Oh, wow, we're both here. Cassiopeia winning that surprise exchange against Talon. Cage taking Storm Shield for his team. Kraug. Carnival's there. Carnival sees them, jumps out, throws down the Maelstrom. Carnival banking on his teammates showing up to the fight, and they do. Booberry there. Explosive casks knock them back. Kraug still dies, though. Stalking after MKH. Buddha Rice coming up. Not going to pop the final hour, though, it looks like. Not ready to use that at the moment. MKH being pressured by the entire team. Sifu in from the back. A lot of damage coming out from Sifu. Able to gun down Cassiopeia right away. Corval gets taken out by Vayne. Pays Evelynn Child Support in control of the top point. Jarvan hanging out up there. Garrison down on the point. Kraug trying to clear that minion wave, but the Heartseeker Strike was just not enough damage to do it. Goes for Buddha Rice instead. Gets stunned into the wall. Condemn. Tumbles out of the Heartseeker Strike. Buddha Rice so close to dead here. Pantheon has to turn around, unfortunately, to start recapturing that tower. May have been able to catch up and pick off that spear shot, but there was no minions or anything to jump to in this region, so he had no way to catch that extra distance. Had to let that go in favor of the tower, because the tower is the more important point. MKH now fighting with Sailor Moonberry. Oh, the stun still connects. MKH takes a lot of damage. Moonberry goes down, unfortunately. MKH very durable so far this game. You can see that MR on him. Going for what looks like an Abyssal Scepter to be next. That Pyroclasm Extended Edition! It was trying so hard to kill somebody. Now Annie retreating onto the point to defend it. At the bottom, Buddha Rice's Vayne pushed up against MKH. MKH does not have a lot of MR, and Vayne doesn't care about armor. Or she cares about armor, not MR, and she also kind of doesn't care about armor because she does true damage on top of that. Pays Evelynn Child Support. Has taken control of the game, it seems. But Enema is known for being the most chaotic. So we'll see. Oh man, that recall. Very fortunate. He got out of there just in time. They're sending on the bottom point. Gragas and crew heading for it right now. Painkiller's brand off the point. Can't do a lot there. Vayne off the point, can't do a lot there. Someone's going to stop Lurch. Yes, Jarvan comes in with the airborne. However, they lose Vayne and Brand in the process. Brand and Vayne pop the revives immediately. Luckily for them, they had those available. Corval taking a lot of damage from Brand, taking down from that Blaze. Buddha Rice able to connect because of the movement speed bonus from Final Hour. Stalking up around towards the Speed Shrine. Pantheon trying to defend against Cassiopeia. Succeeds, sort of. Point goes neutral because of minions. Cassiopeia and Pantheon canceling each other out over at the drill. And down the bottom, MKH by himself. Carnival with the twisted advance. Buddha Rice condemn into the wall. Condemn into True Silver Bolt proc. MMKH dies. 4 cap. 4.5 cap. 4 pays Evelynn child support right now. If they can keep this pressure up for a little while, it'll be very easy for them to take home the game. Lurch retreating. Gets shot. Uh-oh, crowd, this could be bad for you. Vayne is right there, and all the damage that she can do. Picking up that KB very easily in the bottom lane. They're trying to take that point back. Corval getting chipped down. Painkiller, uh-oh, Painkiller. I'm kind of scared for you, man. Pyroclasm does not get the bounces that he had wanted. MKH fighting it out. A little bit above that. Pays Evelynn child support being chased away. They don't want to die. They do not want to die, because if they do, that opens up a position for Cheese Enema to try and take the bottom point or the windmill if they get an ace. So they want to be very careful here. Lurch is going to go down. Vayne with the shield able to stay alive a little bit longer. Going to pick up the kill on Talon as well. Pantheon by himself in the middle of the map. Krog, where are you going, man? Going for the back cap. Let's see if Krog could stall this out. He's going to get the neutral. He's going to get the neutral. Is Carnival going to get the neutral, however? Krog gets neutral. Can get the full cap because of minions, too. Should be able to do it before. Yes, Cassiopeia was not able to knock them down fast enough. 3.5 cap in favor of Pays Evelynn child support now. But they need to get this neutral on the bottom. They need to get this middle turned around, otherwise they're going to lose the game immediately. Pays Evelynn child's pushing up on this point. If Cassiopeia gets this neutral, guaranteed GG. Nope, Syndra being dead in the bottom is guaranteed GG. Pays Evelynn child support is going to win this pauserific series against Cheese Enema to take the top spot in Dominate Dominion competition. Going for the Manor cap at the end there, not quite getting it, unfortunately. Going to win with 207 excess health. 2-0 pays Evelynn child support in the first place spot once again. That is all of the games that I have to bring you today. I'm going to eat these mashed potatoes now. And then I'm going to get on League for a little bit, or I'm going to get on Infinite Crisis for a little bit. Evo's probably over for today. But I want to thank you guys for coming out and checking out the tournament. It has been very fun to cast. I'm glad to have been here. Take a look at the damage dealt to champions. Cassiopeia out in front, 29k, followed up by Brand. Actually, everyone, the damage, look at the damage spread on everyone except Pantheon. Look at the damage spread on all of the champions here, except Pantheon. Like, they're just so close together. It's like 10k. They're all within, like, a third of each other. I mean, even Maokai. It's so awesome. Like, Jarvan's only 6k behind, 2k, 3k. Single-digit K difference, except Pantheon. The spread is so tight. I love it. Let's go down and take a look at Time Spent Dead. Time Spent Dead. Man, look at everyone's death timers are so low, except Pantheon. Look at this. Jarvan 42, Maokai only at 61. There's some double-digit death timers, except Pantheon. Awesome game so far by both of these teams. I love casting Cheese Enema games. It was extremely chaotic. Cheese Enema, the first half of that game was awesome. They were so active on the map. But Pays Evelynn child support was able to get control of the game and take it home. That's all we have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Go buy yourself a Vulcan icon. Or if for some reason you really can't do that, get an EG icon. Because both of those teams have been nice and friendly to us. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. You have a good week, and I will see you.